Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another episode of our tutorials where we talk about the live session. And here we are connecting once again in order to talk to all of you, listen to your queries, answer your questions, and help you understand the concepts in a much more better way. So, welcome aboard, welcome, and greetings for the day. Welcome to another live session of our channel where we listen to all your queries across the world and certainly look forward to answer all your questions. So, feel free to drop your queries, feel free to drop your answers, and I would be more than happy to respond to your queries and assist you better in order to prepare well for your certifications. And this live session is not just limited to the question and answers of certification. If in case you do have questions related to anything specific, for example, maybe testing specific, tool specific, process specific, you're free to talk about them as well. And I will be more than happy to respond to you and help you understand the concept. So feel free, this entire window belongs to you, and I'm more than happy to respond and answer your questions. And we are here again together to help you out understand the concepts. The first one coming in from Federico says, hi Neeraj, hi Federico, greetings, welcome to the session. Viole, again, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but I hope I'm correct. Afternoon, sir, I finally made it. Yay, congratulations, Avile. I hope you were one again asking a lot of questions in our previous sessions, and I would like to congratulate you for making it a grand success, and thanks for letting us know. That's really a great news when somebody just opens up the day and says that, this is just to let you know that I've passed the examination. And it's again, great thing to hear back from the participants and the real users of your tutorials, because it's really important for us to also get to know that how exactly the content is delivering in order to meet your expectation. If in case there are any suggestions, there are any questions, we would certainly love to answer that. And that's where we have this live session where we listen to you, try to answer them, and help you get the understanding what you need and get you that success, what you need in the certification. Also, the few updates from my end. Number one thing that we will be completing the session on the mobile application tester by next Monday. That is like another one session is remaining, which is actually the one which is about sample questions of the chapter 5 of mobile application tester. Once we complete that, there's a poll going on right now asking you about what do you want me to do as my next tutorial series. So we have 4 options there. We have security tester, we have usability tester, and we do have manual code testing concepts bootcamp, and also one more option is your ISTQB Foundation sample questions discussion. So as a part of this, I'm seeing that a lot of people are voting for ISTQB Foundation sample questions discussion, and here the entire course will be all about taking up the mock papers, discussing about each and every option in a detailed manner in form of video tutorials. So you will be having a playlist of all the questions being discussed with proper justification. So if you just listen to that as well, you are done with preparing on that. So that would be something which we'll be picking up next, again, as per the votes. So finally, we will close our voting probably 2 weeks from now, and then we'll get started with the next module. So make sure you feel free to vote on that if you're interested for the next module which you want to work upon. Okay, Eli says, no, I made it to the live session. I have been missing it. I think I was confusing the times. Oh, no problem. Thank you, and welcome back. I do remember you putting some comments sometime that I missed it again. So yeah, sure. Now I think you have the pretty much good timings with you, so you can be a part of it all the time. Federico says, I have a bit of experience in app development with Xamarin. Is that enough to take up the mobile application certification? No, it's not specific to tool. This is more about testing. It's not about app development, right, Federico? So we'll be talking about how do you basically test mobile application rather than developing it. So yes, having a mobile understanding would be enough, and having a foundation level with you would be, again, enough to learn this concept. So you are good to go now, Federico. If you say that you know how exactly a mobile application is built, then you can certainly go ahead and talk about it. But The reason what I was telling you is because there are different concepts which you really need to be sure about. So if you get stuck with anything, do let me know. Okay, so you're good to go now with your mobile application certification. Okay, Balaji says, can I take the entire playlist from your channel for Agile Tester certification? Will that be enough to clear? Yes, of course. That's more than enough to clear the certification. If you take the entire playlist, that covers each and every topic of the syllabus and answers all your questions and gives you that necessary justification and confidence what you would need. So that's more than enough, Balaji, if you would like to go with the certifications there. And all the very best. And you, Abiul says also that, and no, I did not clear my exam. Unfortunately, I was so disappointed as I prepared for almost a month for this exam. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I remember. Now, there was a comment from you itself saying that I wrote an exam on a particular date, right? And you could not succeed, unfortunately. So, yeah, okay. So what I understand is, of course, you are sure about what exactly are the areas you went wrong with, because getting 50% of marks is quite closer to the pass criteria. It's not like that you got hardly 10 marks out of 40 or 15 marks out of 40. You were at 20. So the other 20, you know which chapter you went wrong with, because they generally share a scorecard with you. So the scorecard will tell you that which areas needs improvement. And I want you to work on it so that you can actually prepare yourself well and then hit the examination one more time, right? Because concepts is equal to everyone. And I don't say that my concepts is really strong for everyone as well. Sometimes it does depend on your level of understanding. Some things are easy to understand, something becomes complicated because you might be new to it, you might be confusing sometimes. And that's where we do this live session. So come back to those questions, come back to those topics which you don't have understanding about, or at least if you know where you went wrong, why you went wrong, start working on it. If you have confusions, feel free to ask me. I'm here for an hour time to help you and answer your questions. So you have everything what you need. All you need to do is just start working on it. If you have to re-prepare, start re-preparing. Go to those segments, go to those chapters, those topics which made you fail, right? And if you get stuck, I'm always here to answer your questions. So feel free and let me know what is that you need with more justification, more elaboration so that I can help you, right? And certainly you will be able to make it. It's not that like everyone has made it in their first attempt. There are many people who make it in the second attempt as well. So, be open, no problem at all. But just be confident that this time I'm going to make it. You're just 6 marks away from the certification. And I think that's not a big challenge. And to be admitting myself, I failed the first time. You learn from your mistakes. You become more better, more confident, right? So no problem at all. You just have to be confident that, yes, it's just a part of life where you just tried once, probably some preparation was remaining, some confusions were still there, and you could not make it happen. So all you need to do is, okay, let me just try and work on my weaknesses and try to get this done in the next attempt. Have that feeling, and you will be able to do it, right? Okay, Federico says, thank you. Yes, I have developed it C#. Xamarin is .NET framework. Yeah, sure. Good, Federico. You can go ahead. Balaji says, thank you. Viole says, static testing and test management and how low marks. Okay, static testing is the review process we're talking about. So, of course, so you need to make sure that you spend more time on differentiating between the types of review, the review techniques, and don't forget the formal review process. It has got 5 different stages, like planning, initiate review, individual preparation, communication and analysis, which is a review meeting, and then fixing and reporting. So they do have standard roles, responsibilities, standard activities happening within each of these phases. So you have to go through that. And test management, no questions asked. They have a lot of topics put into the chapter 5. 9 questions straightforward from there, right? So you need to put more effort to remember and understand that how entry criteria is different from exit criteria. What's test execution schedule? What's test estimation? What's test matrix? What are the techniques used there? And a lot many other things, right? Because these are so many things, like right from the test independence till the defect management. There are so many topics. There are so many different topics, and they does make difference to any individual. So put your effort more on those sides, especially, and revise your other 4 chapters so that you don't lose a grip on that, and then you will be 100% up to the mark. Okay? Yeah. You will certainly succeed. Again, I told you, I myself failed the first time, and I was not demolished by that. I'm not shattered, saying that, yeah, it's just that I did not prepare well. There were weaknesses in my particular preparation, so I just had to redo it. That's all. So I did it other way around, did it better, and next attempt I made it. And it was like 38 out of 40, which is a good number, because I can justify myself that yes, my preparation was weaker, right? So you just have to take it the other way around. It's not that you could not succeed. Take it like, where did I go wrong? And then try to work on it. It will help you. Okay, so Federico also says, I'm planning to clear the mobile tester, agile tester, performance tester, test automation. Do you think that is enough to start my career in QA? I think, Federico, you already got what you need to start your career. Okay, you don't need anything. You can start applying. You can start moving. And the second thing which you would need is probably the mobile tester to be domain specific, and foundation and mobile would do what you need to do in order to get a job. So you can start your career and then look forward to all other certifications as well. At least you will have something in place to give you that earning, what you need to have for, some of your satisfaction. So once you have a job in place, at least you know that, okay, now I'm stable. And then I can go ahead and prepare and switch for another option. I'm not telling to stick with any ordinary job. You can at least get started. That will give you a lot of motivation on day by day. But sitting idle and preparing just for the certification, maybe at some point of time, can kick you back saying that, am I really doing something good for my living? So my personal recommendation is that get a job, at least get some kind of job, start working, and parallelly be preparing on all these things. You will get to know the real-time environment of things, that how exactly testing happens in reality, and you will be able to relate it better and more detailed. So your certifications will become more simpler. Yeah. So take it as a consideration, give it a thought, and I hope that should be pretty much okay for you to follow. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with answering all the questions here. Yes, team, if you got any more questions, feel free to drop. I think we just have less participants today. We'll be waiting for some more to join us quickly. If there are more people joining us again, we will certainly love to answer them. So feel free to drop your queries, drop your questions, drop your concerns. I'm here for an hour responding to your queries and helping you understand the concepts. Okay, so Vila says, hi, sir. On the previous live session, you mentioned that you will be hosting training and we need to provide proof that we didn't succeed for the exam. When is the training? I already filled the form you provided. The training was supposed to happen today, but due to the low nomination, we postponed it. So it will be happening in next month. So please see to that. If you really have some time to wait till then fine. Otherwise, if you're preparing, just make use of these live sessions. We may have only in the month of October, not before that. So it all depends on the nominations, right? So if you don't have people participating, there's no point running the session. Federico says, thank you. I will follow your advice. My final goal is to clear the test management expert level. You have given me too much of inspiration. As always, that's my job, to keep up the motivation and keep inspiring people to achieve their goals. So thank you. Yes, team, go forward to drop your messages, drop your comments if you got any. This live session is all about answering your queries, and I would be more than happy to respond to you, help in your preparation, answer your concepts. whatever you are stuck with. And once you definitely have the clarity, you become more comfortable with the concepts and be confident with what you do. So feel free and let me know if you've got any queries, any questions, any doubts, any clarification. This session is only to answer your queries and help you understand the concepts much better. Again, the questions are not just limited to ISTQB certifications. If you've got questions from testing domain, got your questions from role specific, what should I do to become a QA? How should I proceed ahead in a QA career path? Feel free to ask me any of your questions related to testing, and I should be here to respond to your queries. Okay, so we do have another comment from Federico. I have my IELTS exam in 2 weeks. If I pass it, I will try to apply for Canadian PR. Do you think the ISTQB certification could help in this application? Yes, certainly. It is a professional certification. That it says certification of profession. It's not a certification of merit or certification of appreciation or participation. It's a certificate of profession. That means you are professional to do testing. So yes, please attach these valuable feedbacks and certifications to your portfolio so that people can look into it. And Aviula says, do you think manual testing will be phased out in future? I'm asking this because I'm not a tester, not a developer, so automation testing will kill me. I won't say that manual testing will be completely out of business. It's just that automation testing will be more compared to manual testing. So going forward, you can actually start your career as a manual tester first, and then slowly learn and understand the concepts of automation and switch to automation as early as possible. Okay, but I'm not saying that a manual tester will not exist down the line 1 year or 5 year or something like that. No, manual testing will exist. It's just that the percentage will be lower compared to automation. So 70 to 80% will be automation and 20% will be manual, but it will be there. But again, I should be recommending you something good. So down the line, I want you to learn automation concepts and become an automation tester rather than just being a manual tester for your lifelong, which would be critical to continue your career. Okay, and it's not difficult. As far as you know what is testing, you know how the testing is actually done with help of manual approach, you can certainly do automation testing as well. It's not difficult. You just need to know what's the language which you're using. And it's simple. You don't have to be a programmer to do that. You can always start from the beginning to get to know what is automation. No problem. Yeah, we welcome any domain. So no matter you come from a help desk engineer or something, it just helps you out. But yeah, look forward to automation. You can start with manual, but switch to automation within 1.5 years of your time. Okay, we have another one coming in from Prashant. Says, why testers are always underrated? Why this legacy practice in most organizations? Okay, I have a big psychology on this, okay, if you ask me, because I'm also, trying to overcome these things. When I started my career, I observed this kind of, legacy system, legacy practice in the industry that QAs are just QAs. Their job is non-technical, so you don't gain respect what you're supposed to get. And then I did a kind of self-analysis on us that why does it really happen? We do a quality job, we define the quality in the product, and finally we are responsible to gain that confidence, which gives us the confirmation that the product can be released into the market, right? It's not a developer, it's not a business guy, it's the QA. If we sign off, then only the product goes into the market. But the point is, that why don't we get that respect? It's because we don't deserve it. Okay, I'm saying something very big. We don't deserve it because we don't contribute to the process. How many people you have seen in industry when QAs are asked to contribute something, they say, no, everything was working fine. Look at your retrospectives. Look at your sprint plannings. How many industries, how many people here tells me that, yes, during sprint planning, being a QA, I talk. Being a retrospective, I speak about it. And he says, none of my business, right? Only developers, only testers, only architects and all, they talk that this thing is not working, that thing is not working. Does a QA even bother to speak? No. So you don't deserve it. That's the reason industry is underrating QA. As far as you know the concepts, as far as you contribute to the process and showcase your skills that I'm technically strong and I can talk about it, you get respect. And for your kind information, I'm also have been a QA and still a QA for a lot of organization, but I get more respect than a developer. And it's not because I'm a popular person, people know me on internet. No. It's because I speak when a QA is supposed to speak. So get started, team. QAs are least bothered to contribute in a meeting, in a conference, in a retrospective, in any kind of gathering where developers and architects are there and they always talk, but the QA never speaks. So it's a problem with us. It's a problem with us, not with others. If you don't contribute, then of course they will build an intuition that QAs they don't speak. That should be fine. Leave them. Right? If you say, I want to be a part of this particular meeting, they will send you the invite. They never say no to you. But why would you join it? Just to listen to the session? No, we don't want you. Are you going to contribute your perspective? Yes, welcome aboard. So it's up to us to gain that respect. The moment we start contributing and proving that development is not up to the mark, then they realize QA is stronger than us. So in my retrospectives, in my discussions, in any sort of meetings, I speak up. I talk and put them, the developers are not taking things seriously. They move all the stories back to the sprint on the day 9 for testing. And this is not appreciable at all. So they now realize that this guy is not going to let us go. And they give you respect because this person knows. When a technical discussion is happening, if you know the product, you are equivalent to the developer, but you don't speak. That's where you don't get respect. So the scenario, the market is slightly changing and slowly changing because we don't have a lot of people who are motivated to speak. They think none of my business, then none of your business to get respect. The more you talk, the more you contribute, you get the value. So we're keeping it short and simple. The more you contribute to the process and to the team members, they know you and then they give you respect. Anyway, so Federico says, okay, I'll attach it. Thank you so much, Neeraj. I wish I could do something for you right now. You have given too much value to the people. We should give something back to you. You have different options. Just because you're saying it, Federico, you do have a super chat. You can certainly do that because I'm collecting these all money for helping underprivileged kids. So you can always make use of it. And this is not only about money. If you think you can really do something for people there in your neighborhood, you can always do that also. And I'll be more than happy to see that. Okay, just help anyone who is seeking that knowledge, what they need to get. And that's a courtesy what you will be doing to me on behalf of my information sharing with you. Okay. Veena says, thank you for all the effort put in to make more understandable videos on advanced level test manager. I'm happy to say that I have passed the certification with 94 marks. Congratulations, Veena. I do remember you. I think you started much earlier when the process was going on for creating the tutorials. And I'm really happy to finally see that you have succeeded and passed the examination. So great, great, great. Congratulations. And thank you so much for letting us know. I wish you all the very best for all other future certifications or future career ahead, if you have any. I think test manager is the highest one, which I have in my playlist right now. So I think you have reached the optimum level right now. And I think that would certainly add a lot of value to your preparation. So Federico also wishes you. Congratulations. Prashant also says, with agile way of working, organizations are trying to get rid of test lead and test manager or many other reasons. I fear that without the process, knowledge, and leader, sometimes it is hard. Of course, believe me or not, I'm working like a kind of QA manager, which is like test manager, and I'm also working in agile. It's not that I'm working for traditional, and I'm being given a different respect that I'm here to improvise the process, control the entire QA team, be it offsite, onsite, and I'm the only owner of that. So it's not that the test manager role will eliminate. Test manager role will always exist because a team needs one person with that exposure, that experience, who can redefine the process from time to time, take necessary decisions, add value to the process, because a QA alone cannot just make it happen. You need that experience, you need that knowledge, you need that understanding to design things, plan out the options, and a lot many other things. So test manager or test lead is not going to go out. You need a leader all the time. Whatever the industry is, whatever the era is, you need a leader always. So no, don't think about those things. It's not going to go out of business. Being a test manager will always be sustainable job. K. Suraj says, thank you, sir. Thanks for your support. Can you please do video on mitigation and contingency? Sure, I can certainly create one video for you as soon as I complete. That's like one more tutorial is remaining for mobile. I can certainly talk about mitigation and contingency as well. And that we would see right in the next week. Okay, sure. Priya says, hi. Hi, Priya. Welcome aboard. Federico says, okay. It just disappeared. So Prashant says, you shed your honest knowledge without any hesitation, like a guru. Thanks. You're welcome, Prashant. This is more of like being a loyal instructor to somebody, right? I'm not here to reframe or frame questions and frame answers to people, which does not make any sense. So being more transparent helps you to understand the reality and boost up your information, your intuitions, so that you can also succeed. So I'm not here to compete with you that, okay, I should not be creating another competent who is Prashant or who is Federico who can lead me sometime. No, I'm open to that. I'm happy with what I'm doing and let the other person be above me. I'll be more than happy because I'll have the reference saying that, yeah, one fine day this guy, was asking me these things and I see him successful. That's more happiness for people like us who are into teaching, who are into instructing a lot of these things. We never regret that why did I tell him everything what he needed, right? So we are pretty much transparent. And again, I do see, not all the instructors are so transparent. A lot of YouTube tutorials on ISTQB are existing. I'm not saying I'm the only one, but the way they deliver shows that they don't want to give you the detailed information, right? They just want to give you a promo, like 2 minutes video, 3 minutes video. I'm not sure, is that really to promote something or they really want to give you the knowledge? So I thought, anyways, I'm doing for, what I'm supposed to do for my living and I'm pretty much earning good, right? So YouTube was just for at least, letting people know that yes, it is there and this is the complete detail of it. But I slowly, initially when I started this channel, I saw the pattern that people love short tutorials. If you're trying to explain something in very detailed way and you make a 30 minutes video, people will just opt out it from the thumbnail. But my, vision was that at least if you play the video, you'll come to know that watching it for 30 minutes is worth. But yeah, you don't get to know from the advertisements, right? So I just let it be there. Let people see. Once people realize, they will certainly come back to it. That this is the most detailed video on the planet right now on ISTQB. And finally, that happened after 2 years. After 2 years, the Google says that this guy is the best instructor in the world to prepare for ISTQB. And thank you so much for making it happen by your valuable comments. Let the people know, spreading the word. And it's all because of you. Because I didn't do any kind of paid promotions or paid marketing to improve my SEO because I don't have to do it. None of my business. Anyways, I'm doing something for earning money, right? So I don't have to spend money to earn money. It's equal, right? So I never spend money to promote my work. If it is legal, if it is authentic, people will automatically appreciate it. If you promote, that's where you hide your hidden secrets. You don't tell them the reality because you're promoting it. You want to do some paid promotions so that people say, yeah, it is good. No, I believe on authenticity. So you will never find, any kind of promotions, banners, advertisements about my channel or my work anywhere. Okay. So thank you so much for those kind words, Prashant. It means a lot. Federico says, what do you recommend to build an effective network in order to land in a good QA job? What do you mean by effective network? Like connecting with other QAs or anything else? Can you just put that subtitle there, Federico? What kind of network are you trying to build to be a good QA, to get a QA? Oh, yeah, I think I'm getting it right. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best platform where you can showcase your skills and connect with the relevant portfolio people so that they can recognize you, they can see into your profile, and they can reach out to you if they have some kind of requirement like that. Okay, so be a part of the professional network. Yes, be a part of the professional, not Facebook, not Twitter, but be a part of LinkedIn because people often go to LinkedIn for professional search. Okay, and many times I've seen it myself. A lot of people reach out to me just to say that, I was searching on ISTQB Foundation instructor on LinkedIn. I found your name, right? So it's all about professionalism there. So be there on LinkedIn, connect with relevant role people, not like unwanted people who are not going to be a part of your, for example, technology thing and all. Connect with your friends, connect with all your friends who are working in the industry right now because they will be your key asset to get you your first job. Okay, so feel free to do that. Oh yeah, my page is always open, Federico. Why would I mind when I publish my LinkedIn ID in each of the videos description? So I allow people, but it's just that we don't get requests, not so much. I already have around 1,800 subscriptions, like 1,800 people connected to me. But again, open to you. Like, you have an option. Do you really wish to connect with me? And I think daily I get around 5 connection requests, and I accept them all blindly because there would be one or more people who are in need of some help and suggestion. So I don't see a criteria. I don't even visit your profile that who are you. As far as you have a straightforward, thing which is making you visible professional, I will just accept it. So go ahead. Yes, team. Let me know if you've got any more questions. I'm here helping you out, helping you understand the concepts of testing, and more than happy to answer your questions. Just feel free to let me know whatever you've got. And Federico, when you were saying that I wish I could do something for you, when you reach Canada, invite me. I'll also come and join you there in Canada and be a consistent companion with you to help you out and implement things, whenever you're interested. So feel free to invite me when you are there in Canada. I would love to come there, okay? Evuli says, anything that excludes coding? Yeah, manual testing. Manual testing is codeless. Only for automation, you need coding. Yeah, Federico. Though a lot of people don't go to the descriptions because the videos are so interesting and catchy. People don't go to the descriptions in order to, identify all those things. So I generally put all my links, Twitter, LinkedIn, my Quora page, my SlideShare page, everything is there. It's just that you don't visit. So finally, now you've got it. You can just get it. Okay, sure. Anything that excludes coding? No, you missed my message above, sir. Really? Let me just go back. No. Last message I see from you is that I'm in the help desk engineer. That's the last message I relay from you. Can you please look into that? I did not miss your comment. If it is more than 200, YouTube will not allow you to post it. So please be careful. If it had a link, it will not post it as well. So don't use your dot, so close. Once you put a dot, give a space, then type. It's a policy of YouTube. If you put something like sir.madam, it will take it as a domain and call it as a link. And they don't allow links in the live session. So anywhere wrong, typos, mistakes. So your last message, what I've seen is before anything that excludes coding is I'm a help desk engineer. Okay, so please retype your message. It's not visible on my screen right now. Yassine, feel free. If you got any more questions, drop it here. We are here for another 20-25 minutes, and I would love to answer them before you leave for the day. And I leave for the day. So you got to utilize the time. Make sure you ask all your possible questions, what you would like to get answered. And I'm here only to answer your questions, nothing else. Yeah, just to highlight, we do have a membership on the channel. If you feel that you would like to do something for my efforts, you can always be a member of the channel, where you just pay a nominal cost of like 119 INR, which is very, very small and kind of less than a cost of a meal. And this money will be collected monthly and utilized to sponsor an underprivileged kid to, give them education. So there are several options. You can be a member of the channel for months. Your monthly deduction will happen from your card, which is $119, $119 INR, which is very minimal, kind of like, $2 per month. It is equal to $2 per month. Or you can also use super chat option in the live chat right now. There is a S button at the bottom, and you can go with the financial transaction, which can be still used for the same purpose. So it's up to you. Again, it's not a mandatory thing. Only if you think you would like to do something for my efforts, you are welcome. All right, Federico says, yes, it will be an honor that you came with me. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous because I don't know what I'm going to do when I arrive there. Hopefully, I got a QA job. No, don't worry. Don't be hesitant. Don't be nervous. Things will be perfect in place as far as you know what you are going there for, right? So you have a motive, you have a goal with you, so you don't have any challenges. Just be on your goal, what do you have with you? And the most important thing is to achieve that goal. So you are working on it already. So all you need is to have that goal always in front of your eyes. And when you land there in Canada, you just want to make sure that, yes, I'm here to work, get a proper, achievement, and continuously improving yourself, and a lot many other things. Yeah, this will be amazing. Don't worry. You don't really need me there. And anyways, you know how to connect to YouTube. As far as you do that, you are here. Frederick also says, I'm having a lot of offers from Canada, but I can't apply because I don't have work permit yet. But I will be very happy to have you once I am established. You are planning going to Canada? Yeah, it's just that, I'm not planning on a PR as a permanent resident. But yeah, if there is an offer, I would not certainly reject it. Because I'm now looking forward to get stabilized, getting a proper a good job, which pays me good for my efforts. As far as I get what I'm deserving, I will be more than happy to be a part of it. And I'm not specific to any particular country. Wherever I get a good opportunity, I would be a part of it. Yassine, go ahead and let me know if you got any more questions. We got another 20 minutes to go from our session, and we would like to answer as many questions as possible in 20 minutes so that you are benefited and complete for this week as well. So the next weekend, again, you can have more questions to ask me and let me know. So go ahead and drop your questions. Again, your questions can be related to anything. And those for all who are joining new for the first time, I've got another channel on YouTube, which is called as Testing in Nutshell, where I talk other than ISTQB stuff. So other than ISTQB certifications, I do talk about knowledge on different testing concepts, testing tools, automation, test management, and a lot many other things. So feel free to even watch your tutorials from there, which will give you a lot of knowledge, a lot of detailed understanding from the same instructor. Okay, so you can be a part of that channel to attain more value and gain better understanding of different tools and concepts beyond the certification. This channel is exclusively for certifications. So we don't do anything other than that here, just to keep you a kind of subject specific channel. Otherwise, people get confused that this person now started creating something else, so we don't have to be a part of it. Okay, Avile, the very must. All right, now I see your messages coming in. Okay, probably it was on hold for some reason. Your first message says, what do you suggest to do or study for someone who wants to move away from help desk? I know cloud is the future, but I want to be in development team like testing. So you have QA in place, right? So being a QA, you can certainly be moving out of your help desk job, and you will be able to be a part of the technical team. But yes, with that, you can certainly talk about any of the technology. For example, Salesforce is another cloud-based enterprise solution, which is trending in the market these days. Okay, so if you really want to get some domain and platform specific knowledge, that too from the cloud, I would strongly recommend you to go with Salesforce. And I'm also a Salesforce QA expert, so you can go with that. And I'm just more demotivated as this was my second day. No, not at all. I already gave you a lot of inputs, right? So you don't have to be worried about any sort of demotivation. It's just that it didn't happen, right? So don't worry. It will just happen the second time when you take it. But with that comes a strong preparation. So make sure that you prepare this time pretty well before you hit your second attempt. Okay, yeah, now I see your messages, so you don't need any acknowledgement. It was on hold. I think it all came right now. Yassine, go ahead. We are looking forward to more and more questions. Yep, you're welcome, Mabile. Any more questions, feel free to drop them here. I would be more than happy to answer your questions. And again, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, because you don't really have to wait for this live session. If you're connected on LinkedIn, you can chat with me anytime throughout the week, and I should be, giving you instant responses at the same moment. And don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you're really happy with my service and responses to your questions, because that helps YouTube know that there is someone who is doing a great job answering people on a live session. So I want people to know that one or the other way, that their questions can be answered on this platform. So just drop a thumbs up to help those people know about getting their queries resolved here. Okay, we do have Nidhin Satyan. Does ISTQB provide any certificates with respect to DevOps? No, not right now. We do have a small body called as Brightest. Okay, I repeat, called as Brightest, and they do certification on DevOps. You can explore more about them. Okay. Federico says, you will surely find a good job there. You are the incredible professional. I bet if you go there, you will have a lot of job offers. Yeah, I do think so. But again, it's just that, the PR process, it goes on the age and a lot of other factors and so many things. And, you just don't want to apply that process, rather get invited. You feel happy. I just want to get an offer, and I just have to accept it, nothing else. So I don't want to get into a process which takes longer, because if employer does everything for you, it'll be quick and fast. So I don't want to stand in a queue where it takes 2 years or 3 years to get approval and a lot of things. So I think I prefer more on the other hand, so that I don't lose a lot of time waiting for it with probably sometime fake hopes. So yeah, Frederick also says, I think it is a bit difficult for to have a job offer in Canada right now because you are outside the specific country. Yes, but if you go there, you will have a lot of success. I'm super sure about that. Yeah, pretty much. I know. I think, once I don't have any offers coming on from other countries, then I think I will try myself to get one from there. But I think I'm already in discussion with a few of the countries like Germany, Singapore, and Malaysia. So they are talking about giving me some offers. So let's see. Kriti, welcome. She says, "Hi Neeraj. If someone want to move from manual testing to automation, what is the best course you suggest?" Go with Selenium. Selenium is the most trending open source tool available in the market right now, and a lot of organizations are looking for Selenium testers, and that's the best and easiest thing to learn. And yeah, I would not say easiest. Sorry, let me correct. It would require some programming skills. So other tools are UI based. They are commercial tools. So not all the organization makes use of it because that involves a budget. But as Selenium is open source, you don't really, an organization doesn't really have to worry about having a budget in place. So they prefer to have a Selenium tester compared to other tools. So if you really want to move from manual to automation, all you need to do is get a Selenium course done, be a master of that, and then apply as a Selenium tester. And you are there. All the best. So Federico says, but have you tried Indeed? Yeah, pretty much. I'm on that. So I'm getting few offers from other places. Nitin says, thank you for the brightest Neeraj. Yeah, I think you got there. So yes, that's the only body which conducts examinations on DevOps right now. So you can have a look. Thank you. Yasim, getting closer to the end of our day. We have got around 13 minutes to go from our session. Make sure you make most out of this, where we connect live together weekly once between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And I would certainly love to answer as many questions as possible during this 1 hour, 60 minutes tenure and help as many as possible to get their questions clarified. So feel free, drop me a query, whatever you may have, and I'm more than happy to respond them before we are done with the day. Yasim, got any more questions? Feel free to drop that. I'm here to talk about it, giving you what you need in order to, help you understand the concepts and get achieving that goal, what you may have in order to pass your certifications. Okay, in that case, if there are no questions, I'll trigger a timeout of 5 minutes. If we don't have any questions in the next 5 minutes, we will be calling off our completion of the day. Anyways, we have 10 more minutes to go because I don't want to be idle on a live session. That does not give a good gesture of professionalism. So if there are no questions coming in the next 5 minutes, we'll just close our day. If not, we have another 10 minutes remaining from the session. We'll utilize it. So it all depends on your questions and queries. where we utilize our time the best. All right, Federico says, I have a friend here in Italy who is Indian and he have a work visa for Canada. He doesn't have any college degree and his application for this visa was quick. Yeah, it's easy to make things happen from, the other part of the world. India, it becomes a little slow. So if you're already in Dubai or South Africa or maybe the European places, then it becomes much simpler for you to migrate to Canada. He's staying here for 1 year, one more year, waiting for his son to graduate from his school. And I think if he can do it, you too. Yeah, I know. So, and to be honest, you are a more prepared person than him and a good candidate to get any visa or even PR quick. Yes, it is. I will certainly give it a try for sure, Federico. Thanks for your suggestions. And, I've been to many places, more than 26 countries so far, and I certainly know a lot of things. Yeah, really? You can always migrate to Canada. You are from South Africa, and it's a simple, easy process. You get a lot of value and quick migrations. I've been in South Africa for quite a time, 1.5 years. And I know every corner of the Gauteng province, Pretoria, and Cape Town. And to a certain extent, I've been also to the other side of it, Durban and all those places. Lesotho. Lesotho is actually outside South Africa. But yeah, I've been to a lot of places. I used to be staying in Sandton in Gauteng province. So yeah, I love traveling. So whenever there was a weekend, we used to drive to different locations within the province and outside the province and explore places. So I had one of my colleagues with me that time, and we explored many places in South Africa. Probably I know a lot of things. I was living there, like I had a flat there and many things to stay, and I was really happy. I always feel like coming back to South Africa. It's a good place, very nice. Yes, team, feel free to drop any questions. If you got one, I'm here to respond to them. We got another kind of around 7 minutes to go from our live session. So be quick, be hurry, just drop your questions. I would be more than happy to respond before we close our session today. And I'm really looking forward to more questions coming up in the next few minutes. If yes, sure, I would love to answer that. If not, don't worry, you got another live session, which is happening next Saturday. So every Saturday we connect between 7 to 8 p.m. Evila says, oh, wow, please move this side. I'm currently in Cape Town. Ah, great. Nice place, Cape Town. Table Mountain, waterfront, VNV, and the wines. For sure, Cape of Good Hope. South Africa is cool. The land who gave birth to Elon Musk. Yes, absolutely. And you don't know, Federico, the best part of South Africa is they host the cradle of humankind. They host the cradle of humankind, which nobody else has. Yeah, a lot of facts, which Evila can certainly tell you about South Africa, probably more than me. I just explored it for 1.5 years, but yeah, that person is the right person to tell you more about it, the hidden secrets, which we actually could not explore. You see, many more questions. Yes, it is. Okay, Nitin says another one, which is what is the difference between test analyst and technical test analyst? Okay. Test analyst is a leader of functional testing, and technical test analyst is a leader of non-functional testing. Okay. So if you are into non-functional testing like performance testing, compatibility, reliability, maintainability, and all those sort of things, then if you want to become a leader in going future, you take up the technical test analyst certification. But if you're in functional testing, more of like unit integration, system, and acceptance, then you become test analyst. Later, after just being certified with your specific credentials, you look forward to become a test manager. So test analyst as well as technical test analyst both becomes test manager at a later point of time. So it's just that test analyst is from the functional testing point of view, and technical test analyst is from non-functional testing point of view. And they do a lot of white box testing techniques. Test analyst does a lot of black box testing techniques. Okay. Yeah, Federico says, thanks for this session, Neeraj. We're still in contact. Have a nice day. Thank you so much, Federico, for joining in. Yes, team, 4 more minutes to go from our live session. Got anything? Feel free to share. More than happy to respond to you before we sign off for the day. Any questions, any doubts, any clarification, be it about certification, be it about testing concepts, your journey to, QA career, feel free to ask me anything. Tushar says, how to find a job after completing ISTQB Foundation certification successfully as a fresher? You have so many platforms, Tushar. It's not something very specific. It's very quite generic. You just have to go to the portals like Naukri.com or LinkedIn and start applying for the jobs. And that's where you get shortlisted based on your portfolio and based on your strengths, based on your profile. And people give you, interview options. And then you just go with that. So be there on all the platforms, wherever you think you can apply and put up your profile, like Naukri, LinkedIn, or Monster Jobs, or anything else which you are preferring to, depending on your location currently, and start applying for jobs which are open for fresher, which says 0 to 2 years of experience or something like that, or 0 to 1 years of experience. You can certainly get going with that. So yes, you'll be able to get one. Okay, Aviles also says, thank you, sir. I have no other questions from my side. I will make sure I prepare more for the foundation cert. Looking forward to your training. Hopefully there will be enough people this time. Yeah, expecting the same. And this is again like a courtesy. I was doing it free of cost for the reattempt candidates. So again, people were not so committed to their reattempts. So we had less nomination and less confirmation. So all I can do is I can organize a session, but I cannot force people to join in, right? So it's up to them. If their weekends are more important to enjoy, I think they can go with that. Anyways, so I only have 1 weekend to allocate for these sessions in a month. So the next opportunity will be only next month. So I think, fine team, we are all caught up for the day and pretty much done with whatever we were supposed to talk about. So thank you each and everyone for joining in and being part of this particular live session, because this live session is incomplete without your presence, without your questions, because this session is all about answering your queries, clarification, doubts, and helping you understand the concepts in a much better and convenient way. So feel free to reach me offline by commenting on any of the videos on my channel. I'll be really upfront to respond to your queries and help you get your answers then and there. If not, be a part of this live session where we connect every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, help you answer one-on-one basis, pick up your questions and respond to them. So be a part of this live session and let your friends, your colleagues know about it, that this live session exists, where a person like me who is helping everyone to understand their questions, doubts, clarification, and concepts to get that clarified. So that's all from this live session team. And as usual, as I say in the end, thank you for being a part of this live session team. That's all from this session. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. As I always say, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the concepts. I'll see you in my next live session team. Till then, Take care, stay safe, and I'll be seeing you soon with more questions, and certainly happy to answer all your questions in our next upcoming session. Thank you, Dean. Have a great weekend and see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.